What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, I ask if y'all please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rebel Rage TV. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe. And y'all, we got to talk about this. I will say in this video as well, please forgive me if I'm not sounding like myself. I am feeling a lot better than I was a few days ago, but I'm still not quite 100%. So forgive me if I don't sound like myself. But this had to be talked about right here, man. We have to discuss this. As you see right here on your screen, ain't no optical illusion, ain't no black magic, ain't no Photoshop. A lawsuit over PlayStation Store prices that could cost Sony $7.9 billion with a B, allowed to move forward. London Tribunal says case filed by consumer rights activist can continue. Now let's speak on it. Now we got an article here giving us details as to why Sony may lose up to $7.9 billion. So without further ado, let's get into it, y'all. A London tribunal is allowing a lawsuit that could cost Sony up to $7.9 billion to move forward, Reuters reports. The lawsuit, which was filed last year, alleges that Sony is abusing its position as the main seller of digital games on the PlayStation Store by charging a 30% commission to developers and publishers. As a result, the lawsuit claims PlayStation is overcharging customers for digital games and DLC. I kind of feel like this is something we all knew, but somebody had to pull the trigger. You understand what I'm saying? As far as going through with the lawsuit, I feel like this is something we all deep down knew. You understand what I'm saying? That we all in our minds knew amongst each other, and yet nobody had the balls to pull the trigger until this lawsuit popped up. You understand what I'm saying? So, with that being said, if this does end up costing Sony $7.9 billion, that's a major blow. But I think the real question is why is Sony yet the only ones that are being sued for this when it is literally going on over at Microsoft, Steam, and pretty much any game of AAA development being made today and going forward? You understand what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm happy that, people that are doing wrong get caught and have to suffer the consequences. You understand what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, especially when there's people that screw over the color. Let me not say do nothing wrong, because let's just be honest. We all do things wrong. People that watch this video will watch this video. We all do things that are wrong. We have all done wrong things in the past. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm talking about when screwing over a customer in particular. Screwing over people deliberately who are paying hard-earned money to have access to your service, right? I'm always happy to see this, but I don't think Sony should be the only ones to suffer the consequences for this. Microsoft, Steam, and any AAA developed game made nowadays and going forward, I feel like should be a part of this lawsuit too, in terms of getting sued. That is not my first time saying that, but let's continue. Sony's lawyers attempted to get the lawsuit thrown out, but the tribunal is allowing it to continue, albeit with the stipulation that people who made PlayStation Store purchases after the case was filed in 2022 should be removed from the claimant case. So y'all, it's looking like you probably gonna see one of them daytime commercials pop up. Have you or a loved one have been made a purchase in 2022 and before of anything Sony? Call this number now. I feel like we about a year away from that. I feel like 6 months to a year from now, we're going to be seeing that pop across your screens or in somebody's video, you know what I'm saying, watching the ad or whatnot. If you don't got ad blocker, you don't have YouTube Premium. Just saying. Alex Neely, a consumer rights activist, brought forth the lawsuit. In a website dedicated to the lawsuit, the FAQs page argues that since at least August 2016, damn, that's why it's costing them so much. Sony has been exploiting its UK customers by charging them too much for PlayStation digital games and in-game content via its control over the entire PlayStation ecosystem. The page reads, calling it anti-competitive. Ooh-wee. Just wait till it trickles down to the to the EA, Madden, to the 2K, Take-Two Interactive companies that only have, only a vice grip over all the pro sports video games, which I still think to this day was one of the worst moves you could possibly make for the customer. It's the reason why 2K and Madden are so down bad now, and it literally takes content creators to make you want to buy them instead of the company giving you a game to make you want to buy it themselves. I think that's the big difference in what we call the new era of gaming is. We get instead, because remember back in the day, for those that are old enough to remember, right? 15, 20 years ago, hell, even 10 years ago, right? When you saw a game on television, when you saw a game pop up on your phone or whatever digital device you had at that time, right? When you saw that product flash across your screen in the form of a video game, sports video game in particular, right? You saw that and it made you want to buy the game. Guess what? You got the game, played the game, and the gameplay itself made you want to go buy and play the game again if they sold another one. Made you want to tell your friends about it, right? Go tell your friends about it, right? Now, fast forward 10 years later, 10, 15 years later, 20 years later, now it's not even the commercials, the well doctored up commercials that they have to sell you the game anymore. It damn sure ain't the gameplay or the replayability. You know what sells video games more than anything now? Take a guess. The content creators. If it wasn't for the content creators, people would not be as worried about games as they are now. They for damn sure would not be worried about the games that we got out now, because let's just be honest, a bunch of them, and Rage King do mean a bunch of them, is a bunch of BS. Alright? But let's move on. The actions of Sony is costing millions of people who can't afford it. That's Neil, not Neely, so forgive me, said when announcing the lawsuit last year, gaming is now the biggest entertainment industry in the UK, ahead of TV, video, and music, and many vulnerable people rely on gaming for community and connection. The actions of Sony is costing millions of people who can't afford it, particularly when we're in the midst of a cost of living crisis. You can say that 3 times fast, and you would still be correct however you said it. And the consumer purse is being squeezed like never before. Oh, goddamn. This right here sound like the gospel in the gaming community. Don't that sound like the gaming? I'm going to create some shit. This sounds like the gaming gospel right here. This paragraph right here is the gaming gospel right here. If gaming had a Bible, this would be right in it. Right here. This paragraph right here. Biggest entertainment industry in the UK, and is on its way to making its way to the US. Right? Ahead of TV, video, and music. People rely on gaming for community and connection. That's how I've met a lot of wonderful people. Guess what? Through gaming and YouTube. Right? The actions of Sony costing millions of people who can't afford it, particularly when we're in the midst of a cost of living crisis and the consumer purse is being squeezed like never before. I personally don't wear a purse, but if you wear a purse yourself and you're a man, woman, whatever you identify as today, hey, do you? I'm not tripping. Nothing against you. Do your thing. I have a wallet. Call me old school, call me old head, whatever. I have a wallet in which I carry all my information in forms of money and identification. You understand what I'm saying? I carry a wallet only. You understand what I'm saying? But these words could not be proven truer than what they are right now. Could not be proven truer. Bruh, a gallon of milk costs you damn near as much as a gallon of gas. I don't know which one I'm going to put in my car next to get me from point A to point B, because they both high as hell. High as hell. It's like they know this, and then guess what? They say, you know what we gonna do? Let's not get the support back. Let's not give back to the people that help put us on top. Let's take everything we can from their ass and make them love it. That ain't cool, bro. That ain't cool. And I'm glad that this right here, this was spoken right here, because that is what I call the gaming gospel right there. Oh, All right, let's move on. The lawsuit's reference to the 30% commission that Sony takes has previously been brought up in other legal challenges, most notably in Epic's lawsuit against Apple, where the Fortnite maker accused Apple of charging an App Store tax to anyone who wants to do business. However, the judge ruled in favor of Apple, and that is the end of the article. So, y'all, with that being said, I would never wish, and let me be straightforward when I say this, I would never wish anybody be sued for up to $7.9 billion, because let me just be honest with you. I personally have never seen $7.9 billion in any form, in any way of my life, my bank account, or for damn sure on YouTube, right? Never. I probably won't even sniff that. Hope to, but I probably won't even sniff no money like that in this lifetime. As far as I know right now, right? Be nice to. That's the goal. But I doubt it, right? And that's the reality for like 98% of people on the planet, right? So I would never wish this on anybody. However, when you have been doing people wrong this entire time, how much longer did you really think that people were just going to sit there, bend over, and accept it? Eventually, one of them going to look back at you and take a swipe at you. Go at least something. Pinch your nipple something. Get the fuck off me. Push back. Get off me. Get bag. What? Give me 50 feet. Because the shit's gotten outrageous, bro. It's gotten outrageous for no reason whatsoever. You can't tell me that y'all were not making money the way y'all released the game, had a set price, it was the full game, the game actually worked, it was fun to play with, and we couldn't wait to play the next one. How do y'all not make money doing that when we are looking at we are literally looking at the Titanus buildings and the multitude of platforms that you now have your product on, but y'all wasn't making no money before? That makes no sense. That's just like saying you moving from your mama house to an apartment to your own house in which you've had built yourself, but you ain't been making no money all your life. Have you? What? You ain't had no trust fund. You ain't had no. Ain't nobody gave you no money. Nothing. You worked your behind off of this. You earned it, but you wasn't making no money. That don't make no sense, bro. That don't make no sense to me. And I'm glad somebody said, other than me, you know what? Enough of this. I'm going to step 2, and I'm following the lawsuit. I'm glad for it. Because maybe, just maybe, this could be the kick in the behind y'all need to get to stepping forward and we can get this right. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. But let's see where it goes, man. But that's just my opinion. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about this lawsuit over the PlayStation Store prices possibly costing Sony $7.9 billion of them things, man. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about this, man. That's the end of my video. Hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for you, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Goodbye.